Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to explaining about components of motherboard. So these all are components of motherboards. What are those? Processor, that is called as CPU, and BIOS, CMOS, CMOS, slots and disk controller, input output ports and interfaces and bus. So these are the components of motherboard. Let me see one by one. What is this processor? Processor is also called as CPU. It is a main component of the motherboard. Hence, it is called as a brain of the computer. And CPU is a consist of two unit, that is ALU and control unit. ALU perform all the arithmetic and logical operations, and control units control all the data. Then control unit is responsible for the organizing the processing of data and instruction. Then what is the working of register? The register is a temporary storage areas. It will help to holding the data and instructions. And next one is BIOS, means basic input and output system. So it is helps to performing all the type of input and output operations. And it is a small chip on the motherboard. It is holds the set of instruction to load the hardware settings, like a keyboard, monitor or disk drives. So BIOS run when the computer is switched on. When the computer is switched on, the automatically BIOS system is open. Next one is CMOS, that is complementary metal oxide semiconductor. It is also a type of chip. It is used to store the date and time and system setup parameters. And it is a load. The parameters are loaded every time the computer is started. And it is made up of the lithium iron battery located on the motherboard. And slots is like it is a opening space in a computer where we can insert a printed circuit board. The slots are often called as expansion slots also. It has a several type of slots. ISA means India Industry Standard Architecture. It is used to uh, connect the modem and input devices. Then PCA slot means peripheral component interconnect. It is used to connect graphic accelerator card, sound card, internal modems or SI cards. Uh, they are much faster than the ISA cards. Then AGP, accelerated graphic port. The AGP slot is also advanced port designed for video card and 3D accelerator. So RAM slot. So what is a RAM? Random access memory slots is used to install the memory to store the programs as well as a data. So it is measured by the byte. It has two types of RAM. SIMM means single inline memory model and DIMM means dual inline memory model. Next one is a processor slot. So it is used to insert the processor chip. So which is the largest chips on the motherboard. So processor is the largest chip in the motherboard. So next is a disk controller. So as a say that it going to control the all the type of disk. Means it has a two types of disk, hard disk controller as well as a floppy disk controller. What is the working of disk controller? It is a device that connect the disk drive to computers, and it going to exchange the data with each devices. Next, hard disk controller. The HDC is the interface that enable the computer to read and write the information to the hard disk drive. It going to help the read and write the information. For example, CD drives, DVD drives, IDE means integrated digital electronics. Next one is a floppy disk controller. Yeah, it is also the interface that directs and controls reading from and writing to computer floppy disk drive. Means it perform the both the task reading and as well as a writing also. The hard disk controller only for the reading purpose, but in floppy disk it handles the both the reading as well as the writing. Then input output ports and interfaces. What is a port? The port is the sockets on the computer. It is used to connect the external devices to the computers. So uh, whatever the external devices is there, for example printer used to connect from the external only, then keyboard and scanners, many other external devices we can insert through the port. Then there are two types of port. Is a serial port as well as a parallel port. So what is a serial port? It going to connect in the serial pattern. The it is also known as a communication port. It is used to connecting the communication purpose, like a mouse and modem. They are used to connecting the communication devices like mouse and modem. Uh, and this port transfers the data serially one bit at a time. Next one is a parallel port. It is a these type of ports are used to connect the external input output devices like printers or scanners. So in serial only for the output uh, they can used, but here in parallel port we can both input as well as a output devices we can connect. It is also known as a printer port. They carry 8-bit information at a time. Then USB is also called as a universal serial bus. It is used to connect the variety of new peripheral devices like printers, scanners, digital cameras, cameras, speakers, etc. to the computer. It gives a single standardized and easy to use and easy to connect. And USB is a plug and play. It is interface between the computer and add-on device such as audio players, modem, scanners, etc. Then with a USB, a new device can be added to your computer without adding the adapter card or even turning the computer off. So last one is a bus. So what is a bus? The bus is a collection of parallel wires that form a pathway to carry the address, data, and control signal. The functional features of bus are: the bus is a set of wire, and each wire can carry one bit information. Means it going to store only one bit of information. A bus width is defined by the number of wires in bus, and it connect the major computer components like processor, memory, and input output, and it is also called as a system bus. I hope understood these topics. Thank you.